I'm Dan Brisebois, and this is the Farmer Spreadsheet Academy. Today, we're going to talk about taking things apart with the mid and find formulas. In this formula, what's in yellow is something I'm starting off with. So it's a name that might be on an invoice with a product code, and there's a name in there, and there's a gram. And I want to extract the product code. So that's the BR301-A. We're going to use a formula to do that. And the formula is written here. It's the mid formula that has three components, the A3, the 1 to 7. The A3 is the cell we're looking at. 1 is the first character, and it's where we're beginning the mid formula. And 7 is how many characters we want to extract. So the first 7 characters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll copy this formula, equals, we put the formula in, and then enter. And that gives us BR301-A. So using the mid formula, we've managed to take a part of an expression out, the first 7 characters of the beginning. Let's look at another scenario, very similar, starting with the same item, but in this case, we want to take the name out, Shanghai Green. So this is a little bit more complicated. We're going to walk through this step by step. The first thing to do in this situation is figure out the length of where we want the mid to end. And in this case, we're using another formula called find. So find has 2 components. The first component is what you're looking for. So here, between quotation marks is the slash. So whenever you use text, you got to put a quotation mark around it so that the formula knows it's text. And A3 is where we're looking for it. Equals find, open parentheses, quotation mark, slash, quotation mark, comma, and then A3, close the parentheses, enter, and so 23 is the answer. What that means is, starting from the beginning, if you count 23 characters, you're going to get to the slash. And so that's the first part of what we need to do to extract Shanghai Green out of this name. The next thing we'll do is we're going to plug that length into the mid formula. So here's that mid formula we looked at. A3 is what we're looking at. We're going to start from the beginning, and then the length that we're going to do is that find formula, which the answer was 23 before. So we'll do equals mid, open parentheses, and then referring to A3, comma, starting at 1, comma, and now we're going to put another formula in the formula. So find, open parentheses, quotation mark, slash, quotation mark, comma, A3, close parentheses, and then close the outside parentheses. And here, it goes and it counts out, gives us the first 23 characters. You can see there's a problem that it's included the slash. So we'd want to take, and that brings us to our next step. We'll shorten the length. This is the same formula as before, but right here, the find has an additional -1. So that just removes 1 character. So instead of ending at 23, it'll end at 22. Let's copy this whole thing, equals the formula, enter, and that gives us Shanghai Green with the code, but no slash. Now let's get rid of that code. So now we're going to want to start after the code. So instead of starting at 1, we'll start at the S. And so the S is, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 letters in the code, a space, and then the 9th letter or the 9th character is S. So that's over here. We've changed the 1 for a 9. And then the formula is the rest. So we'll copy this, equals. And here's something funny happened. We are starting at the right place, but now we're seeing some stuff extra. And the reason for that is that it started to count 23 characters. The find section here, 23 minus 1, it's counting actually 22 characters starting with the S. So that includes all this stuff at the end. And that's our last part of this formula tweak to be able to extract Shanghai Green. We're going to shorten the length again. So this is the formula we started off with, or the last formula we had, referring to A3, starting at 9, and then this section, the find, all the way to the -1. This is the part that sets the length. We're going to subtract 8 characters from the beginning because they're being subtracted anyway here. So that's these 8 characters here, the BR301 dash A and space. So when we do this, equals the formula, and here we have Shanghai green. So that's the answer. In this formula, I've done it step by step, and that's why there's -1 and then -8 again. Here you could just put them together, -9. It comes to the same thing. Copy that, and then paste it here, Shanghai green. So this set of using mid and find and the few combinations means you can extract something out of just about any expression very easily. Let's look at an application of that in our product list. This is sort of the end point of where we were in spreadsheet tip number 16 when we're putting things together with the ampersand, where we ended with this column with the parent skew. Actually, it's not a parent skew. It's maybe just a whole name. That's where we began. And so in red are some of the things that here is that mid formula and just extracts out the code at the beginning. And then this is that formula we just built together that extracts Shanghai green out. You could also extract just the format at the end. If you want to look into that, you can download and you can dive deep into it to figure out how we built that, but it gives you the 2-gram format. We can highlight all of those, grab the fill handle, and drag and drop all the way down, and the formulas apply for all the items. So now you know how to take things apart with the mid and find formula. I'll be back next week with another weekly farmer spreadsheet tip. I hope to see you there. While you wait, if you're getting lonely, you can send a message or an email, a comment in the comment section. I love to receive those, so please send them my way. Thanks so much for watching, and happy farming.